The restless dead await. The dead shall serve. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. This better be good. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. As the shadow wills. Intriguing. None shall survive. Let darkness guide me. Tremble before the scourge. For the Lich King, let darkness guide me. What does the shadow will? This better be good. As the shadow wills. The dead shall serve. The restless dead await. For the Lich King. For the Lich King. Die! Die! None shall survive. Intrigue. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. As the shadow wills. Tremble before the scourge. Let darkness guide me. None shall survive. For the Lich King. Intrigue.
Hero has fallen.
Intriguing. What does the shadow will? What does the shadow will? The dead shall serve. Let darkness guide me as the shadow wills. This better be good. The restless dead await for the Lich King as the shadow will. Die! Let darkness guide me. Tremble before the scourge. None shall survive. For the Lich King. Intriguing. This better be good. What does the shadow will? The restless dead await for the Lich King. The dead shall serve. This better be good. The restless dead await. What does the shadow will? The dead shall serve as the shadow will. Die! Tremble before the scourge. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. Die! None shall survive. What does the shadow will? Intriguing. For the Lich King. The restless dead await. This better be good. The dead shall serve. This better be good. The restless dead await. What does the shadow will? The dead shall serve as the shadow will. Let darkness guide me. Tremble before the scourge. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. None shall survive. As the shadow wills. What does the shadow will? The restless dead await. The dead shall serve. This better be good. Hero, what does the shadow will? As the shadow wills. The dead shall serve. The restless dead await. This better be good. Let darkness guide me in truth. For the Lich King, let darkness guide me as the shadow wills. For the Lich King in truth. What does the shadow will? Let darkness guide me. Die! As the shadow wills. The restless dead wait for the Lich King. Intriguing, intriguing. This battle, as the shadow wills, the dead shall serve. For the Lich the dead shall serve. Let darkness guide me. Intriguing. This better be good. The restless dead await. What does the shadow will? As the shadow wills. The restless dead await for the Lich King. What does the shadow will? Let darkness guide me. This better be intriguing.
Tremble before the scourge! Tremble before the scourge!
Let the darkness guide me. For the Lich King. As the shadow will. For the Lich King, the dead shall serve. The restless dead await. This better be good. What does the shadow will? The dead shall serve. As the shadow wills. This better be good. What does the shadow will? Darkness guide. Die. None shall survive. Die.
Tremble before the scourge!
As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King.
More gold is required.
The dead shall serve.
More
The restless
lumber is
dead
required.
wait. Let darkness guide me. The dead shall serve. As the shadow wills. Intriguing. For the Lich King. This better be good. The restless dead await. As the shadow will. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. Die.
Tremble before the scourge!
None shall survive. Die.
Tremble before the scourge!
None shall survive. Die.
Tremble before the scourge!
This better be good.
More gold
What
is
does the
required.
shadow will? Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. The restless dead await. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. The dead shall serve. The dead shall serve.
Intriguing.
Let darkness guide me. None shall survive. None shall survive.
Tremble before the scourge.
For the Lich King.
Tremble before the scourge.
None shall survive. None shall survive.
Tremble before the scourge.
The restless dead await.
Oh, go
This better be good. What does the shadow will? As the shadow will.
Intriguing.
The restless dead await. This better be good. The dead shall serve. What does the shadow will?
Intriguing.
Tremble before the scourge.
None shall survive.
Tremble before the scourge.
Die. None shall survive. Let darkness guide me. This better be good. What does the shadow will?
More
The restless
lumber is
dead
required.
await. The dead shall serve. What does the shadow will? The dead shall serve. As the shadow will. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. This better be good. For the Lich King. The restless dead await.
Intriguing.
As the shadow wills, let darkness guide me.
Intriguing.
For the Lich King. The restless dead await. None shall survive. As the shadow wills,
A hero intriguing.
for the Lich King.
Tremble before the
Hero
scourge.
has fallen.
As the shadow wills, let darkness guide me. The dead shall serve.
Hero has fallen.
What does the shadow will? This better be good. For the Lich King. This better be good. The restless dead await. What does the shadow will? The dead shall serve. This better be good. What does the shadow will?
Tremble before the scourge.
None shall survive. Darkness guide. Die. The dead shall serve. The restless dead await. The restless dead await. What does the shadow will? The dead shall serve. This better be good. For the Lich King. The restless dead await.
Tremble before the scourge.
Let the darkness guide me. None shall survive. As the shadow will. What does the shadow will?
More
The
lumber
dead
is
shall
required.
serve. Let darkness guide me. This better be good. This better be good. The restless dead await. For the Lich King. Intriguing. What does the shadow will? As the shadow wills. The dead shall serve.
Tremble before the scourge.
Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. As the shadow will.
More gold
The
is
dead
required.
shall serve. For the Lich King. The restless dead await. What does the shadow will?
More
This
lumber is required.
Let darkness guide me. What does the shadow will? None shall survive.
Tremble before the scourge.
None shall survive. The dead shall serve. The restless dead await.
More
This
lumber is
better be
required.
good. What does the shadow will? The dead shall serve. The restless dead await.
Tremble before the scourge.
As the shadow wills. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. Intriguing. For the Lich King. Intriguing. For the Lich King. The dead shall serve. This better be good. Let darkness guide me. What does the shadow will? As the shadow wills. The restless dead await. The restless dead await. Intriguing. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. None shall survive. Let darkness guide me. This better be good. None shall survive. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. What does the shadow will? Let darkness guide me. Let darkness guide me. The dead shall serve. This better be good. What does the shadow will? For the Lich King. The dead shall serve. As the shadow will.
Tremble before the scourge.
None shall survive. As the shadow will. For the Lich King.
Tremble before the scourge.
Let darkness guide me. The restless dead await.
More
This
lumber
better be
is
good.
required.
For the Lich King. The restless dead await. What does the shadow will? The dead shall serve. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow will. None shall survive. Die.
Tremble before the scourge.
What does the shadow will?
Tremble before the scourge.
For the Lich King, let darkness guide me. The restless dead await. The dead shall serve. This better be good. The dead shall serve. The restless
As
dead
the
await.
shadow
Die. None shall survive. Die. None shall survive. Let darkness guide me.
tremble before the scourge.
This better be intriguing. What does the shadow will? What does the shadow will? This better.
More
The
lumber
dead
is
shall
required.
serve. For the Lich King, the restless dead await. This better be good. As the shadow wills. As the shadow wills. Die! None shall survive. What does the shadow will?
Tremble before the scourge.
Die! None shall survive.
Tremble before the scourge.
Shall survive. The restless dead await.
More
The
lumber
dead
is
shall
required.
serve. The dead shall serve. Intrigue. What does the shadow will?
More
This
gold is
better be
required.
good. For the Lich King, let darkness guide me. The restless dead await. Intrigue. Let darkness guide me.
Tremble before the scourge.
For the Lich King, as the shadow wills, let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills, intrigue. For the Lich King, for the Lich King, intrigue. As the shadow wills, let darkness guide me. Let darkness guide me. They'll all be mine in the end. As the shadow wills, intrigue. For the Lich King, the dead shall serve. Let darkness guide me. The shadow, the restless dead await. For the Lich King. What does the shadow will?
More lumber is required.
This better. Die. Die. This better.
Tremble before the scourge.
As the shadow will. None shall survive. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow will. None shall survive. Intriguing. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. Intriguing. For the Lich King. Intriguing.
Tremble before the scourge.
Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. As the shadow wills. The dead shall serve. Intrigue. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me.
More gold is
What
required.
does the shadow will?
More lumber
The
is
restless
required.
dead await. The restless dead await. This better. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow will. For the Lich King. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. Die. None shall survive. Intrigue. As the shadow wills. Die. What does the shadow will? As the shadow wills. The dead shall serve. Darkness guide me. For the Lich King. The dead shall serve. The restless dead wait as the shadow wills.
Tremble before the scourge.
Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. Die. None shall survive. What does the shadow will? As the shadow wills, this better be good. For the Lich King, let darkness guide me. Intrigue. The dead shall serve. For the Lich King. Intriguing. The restless dead wait. Let darkness guide me. What does the shadow? As the shadow wills. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me.